video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Hannah and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to do the first Q&A of 2019 for you guys, and I'm doing it in a new spot. I'm actually doing it from the bed today, so I thought I'd mix it up. So I'm in a new spot today, so welcome. Happy 2019. Hope you all had a great 2018 and we're all on to the new year. I have already uploaded a video so far this year, so this isn't the first video of 2019, but technically it is the first video that I have recorded this year. Woo! So first off, I want to say welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, as I've already said, and basically we are a couple that have moved to Orlando from England, and the whole point of our channel is to share our journey. We share Disney, Universal, different things to do that you wouldn't know about if you come here on holiday, restaurants, bars, everything, all the fun stuff, and we bring you along with us. And if you are new and you haven't ever watched a video or you've just found me today, then welcome, and please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below to be part of our channel and join in with us on this new year, because we're going to be doing some fun stuff. So first off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that follows my Instagram, or our Instagram page I should say, because we hit 2,000. Like, I actually can't believe we've got 2,000 followers. Like, I know that's quite a small number to some people, but 2,000 is a lot of people. Like, I can't believe it. So thank you so much. And if you aren't following us, then I will leave all our details somewhere here or there. For our Instagrams, we've got our Disney joint one, which is at louandhan, and then we've got Hannah E. Collins _, which is my personal one, but there is still like Disney stuff on that. And then we have Nala's, which is Nala's Pom Life, which she's quite new to it, so I mean, she's not doing it obviously, but her page is quite new, so make sure to follow all them pages if you aren't already, and I will also leave it all in the description box down below. So I put a thing out on Instagram and Twitter and everything a few days ago to say that I was going to do a Q&A. It wasn't going to have any theme, you could ask me whatever you liked, and that was like a couple of days ago, and people sent me their questions, and then I forgot to take a picture of them, which is such a schoolboy error, because obviously it then disappeared off my Insta story 24 hours later and I hadn't saved the questions. So I do remember a few of them, so if I don't answer your question, it's not I'm being rude, it's just that stupid me forgot to take a picture of them. But if I don't answer your question, just send me a DM and I can answer it separately. So I have remembered a few, and then I asked again, and people have sent me some more questions in. So hopefully these people may have resent their questions, or like I said, just message me if I don't. So anyway, that's enough of me bubbering on for like 3 minutes, so let's get on to the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ones that I kind of remember. I've written them down. The first question that we get asked all the flipping time, which is in every single Q&A that I do, is how have we moved here? I'm going to answer it one more time because you may be new or new to our Instagram, because I know we've got a lot of new followers recently. So basically we moved here back in 2017 in the June, I think it was now, and it's basically just Lewis's job got transferred from back in the UK to here, and that's basically it really. So his job just moved us over here, and now we get to live in Orlando because that was it where we ended up going. So that's basically how we moved here. And I know people are gonna, I think there was a question about how long we're gonna be here, so I'll answer it all in one go. Yeah, how long will you stay in Orlando for, or was it a move for life? No, we won't stay here forever. Basically, we are on a visa, and certain visas have different timescales. Ours has a 3-year, which can extend for another 2, and then if you want, you can apply for a green card. So actually May next year will be our 3rd year already. So I don't know what's going to happen, but at the moment the 3rd year will be May 2021. No, May 2020 will be our 3rd year. So I don't know what's going to happen at the moment, but that will be our 3rd year, and then obviously you can go on for another 2 if you want to. Or if you can get it, that's it. That is, because you have to like reapply and stuff. So yeah. The next question, I'll do all the ones that I got asked, which was, what is my favourite Bath and Body Works scent? I love this because this is not a Disney question, this is an Orlando question. This is like, cool. So Bath and Body Works, first of all, short story, I didn't actually know about Bath and Body Works till 2 years ago, I think it was. The end of our 1st year here, it's not last year, year before, our friends bought us a candle. I'd never ever been in Bath & Body Works. I'd never bought Bath & Body Works. I'd heard of it, but I was just like, oh no, I'm Yankee Candle. Like, don't go stressing me out and giving me other candles and other shops. Now, all I buy is Bath & Body Works. It is like the best place in the entire world. Like, honestly, I love it. But in terms of a favourite scent, I don't think I really have one. Like, I used to like really sweet stuff, but I feel like I'm now moving on to like fresh smells, and like I'm kind of changing. So before I loved hot cocoa because that smells really strong when you burn it, but wouldn't have that one as often now. Over Christmas there was one called Winter Frost or First Frost. That's amazing. I love Noir, which is like a men's aftershave smell, but that's actually, we tend to use that as like a room plug-in in the wall. That's amazing. What else? I've currently got one at the moment called French Baguette. I love the packaging of that, which I think is why I bought it rather than the smell. But it smells good, but it's not my favourite. I love, is it Autumn? There's a leaf one. Like anything fresh and stuff. The problem with our house here is that the ceilings are really high. So some of the scents, if they're not super strong, you can't really smell them. So not that that's a problem, but that is like a thing basically, because the ceilings are high, the smell doesn't hold in as well. But I love all of Bath & Body Works. Like, I would try any of them really. I would buy most of them, other than the really fruity ones, but that's because I just don't like fruit. So yeah, can't give a specific one, but any of them is a good answer. In turn, I got another question about a job, and someone else also asked me about jobs. Are you hoping to get a job whilst living out there? Basically, for me to get a job, I'd have to apply for another thing separately, which costs quite a lot of money. It's called an EAD, which means that I am like the spouse on loose visa, which means I could work. But the cost to apply for one of them is in like the thousands, and you have to get a job within 6 months, I think it is, or it expires. And for those who don't know, the holiday time in America in general is like you don't get many days. Like at home in my job in England, I think I had like 30 days, whereas here, if you're like new to a company, sometimes I think you only get like 12 days. And me and Lewis are trying to like travel and see as much as we can whilst we're out here, because things are more available on your doorstep, the flights are cheaper, it's not as long to fly. So if we can, I'd rather not get a job, because we want to maximise our time out here to travel and see things. And if I got a job and only had 12 days holiday, I'd really be limited to what we could do. And also now, kind of for like the last few weeks, I've really been putting most of my time into social media stuff. So obviously I have disowned YouTube a bit, and I will be back in the game, and like I am trying to film as much as I can. I did have a video to go out, but it was really blurry, so I didn't want you guys to have to watch something that wasn't very good. But I'm really into social media at the moment. I said to Lewis like the other night, the amount of time I'm spending on Instagram feels like a job, and it's like, it's not tiring, and I'm really enjoying it, but I'm spending so much time on Instagram at the moment, like running 3 accounts, trying to make sure everything's really good, trying to find other pages, trying to contact with other people that are doing the same stuff. Like, I'm spending so much time on Instagram, and if I got a job, then this would take a massive backseat, and I most probably wouldn't have time to do it. So no, I'm not going to get a job unless we have to, but obviously then we'd have to spend the thousands to get the visa as well. So weighing it up, I'm not sure it's worth it now, depending on how long obviously we're going to stay here for. Next question is, someone sent me, I can't remember exactly what they said, but they mentioned that they were coming here on their honeymoon, and I think they asked, is there anywhere to eat or things to do or anything like that. So if I've got it wrong, I apologise, but it's from memory that I read it. And if I were you, if you're in Disney, go check out the hotels. Like, I feel like one of the most hidden gems in Disney is their hotels. Like, the hotels have got amazing bars in, amazing restaurants. It's so, like, some of them are so relaxing and chilled. So, for example, Animal Kingdom Lodge, you could go have dinner in Sana, which is amazing. It's not, I don't think it's a deluxe restaurant, or a signature, sorry, but the food's delicious. You get, if you go at lunchtime, you can sit, if you ask, especially if you're on your honeymoon, get a view by the window and you can watch the animals. And then they have, that's in Kidani village, but if you go over to Jambo House, they've got the Victoria Falls Lounge, which is this like really gorgeous bar, and go to Trader Sam's at the Polynesian, which is like a really cool quirky bar with fun drinks and it's like a show. There's, where else is there? We also like to go to the bar in the Contemporary. If you want a really nice meal, you've got California Grill, there's, is it Citricos? That's meant to be really, really nice and it looks like a really pretty setting. You've got the Yachtsman, which is on my list to do. You could walk along the boardwalk. I feel like the boardwalk's so underrated, not underrated, like the boardwalk just isn't as, like, people don't go to the boardwalk. Everyone goes to Disney Springs. The boardwalk's amazing. There's Abracadabra Bar, there's Flying Fish, which I've not been to, but I've heard is really good. There's ESPN if you like sport. Like the boardwalk's really cool because at night they have like the entertainers and stuff. That's really cool. Like boardwalk again is nice. Just walk around Epcot one evening and eat some snacks and drink around the world and just take it in. Or I don't know, there's so many cool things to do. That's just Disney. There's Universal again, there's loads of nice restaurants. Recently we've only just, well, when we went and took the Instagram pictures on this last Sunday, the bar at the top of Aventura, amazing, like highly recommend that. Go there before the sun goes down and just sit by the window and watch the sun go down with a cocktail. Highly recommend the sangria if you do go there. There's all the Universal hotels, we've only been to that one. There's the restaurants around Universal. There's just so many things. I could literally list thousands of things off. So if you do want me to help you with any more ideas, then just DM me because I could give you tons. There's some really beautiful restaurants on Sand Lake and Dr. Phillips. There's Seasons 52, which is really nice. Lewis has been to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. He said that's really good. Oh, California Grill do a bottomless brunch on a Sunday. Like, honestly, I could talk about this for hours. So, yeah, hopefully that's given you some ideas and anyone else that wants to know where cool to go. Or if you want me to help you anymore, just send me a message because I'm sorry I haven't got that message anymore. Next is, I feel like I've answered all these ones. Next one is, what's your favourite thing about living in the States? I would say not doing the 9-hour flight to come here once a year, although last year I did go home 3 times, so I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense. But the fact that friends have come here and then have to leave, and then when they leave, they're like, they start set to go home, and I think, we live here? Like, I should be really excited about that and grateful because everybody doesn't want to go home, and we don't have to. Well, not at the moment anyways. That, I guess the fact that we don't have to leave at the moment is cool. Going to places that we'd never been before is also, I really enjoy that. Like when we used to come here on holiday, you would be in your Disney bubble and you'd think, oh, Disney's amazing, Universal's really cool, there's iDrive. But I didn't realise there was so many other cool things in Orlando to do. Like, we've been able to do a lot more since being here. So I think that's one of the best things about living here is being able to explore more, and the fact that we live like so close to the beach is amazing, and also that you're only a 5-hour flight from California, you're only a 2-hour flight from New York if you want to go there. Like, everything's more on your doorstep as opposed to a 12-hour flight to get to California from the UK. So I think that's probably my favourite thing, is that everything's closer, flights are cheaper if we want to go anywhere, and I can eat more American food. I can't get enough of the flipping mountain melt from Miller's or cheesy chips with bacon. Just food, drink, travel is probably my favourite things about living here. So yeah, so sorry about that, my camera decided to jar me, so if I've kind of moved a bit or look a bit weird, it's because my camera died midway through filming this. Anyway, I literally have 2 more questions. I was just looking whilst I was waiting for the camera to charge, which was fun. And I have 2 more questions. One of them's pretty much similar, I think, to one I've already answered, but I'll answer it anyway, just in case. And this was sent to me on Instagram. Right, it was, also the dogs kind of decided to join us. The question was, do you want to work whilst you and Lou are living out there? Do you need a certain work visa for you to work? So I kind of touched on it a little bit, I think, or I may have like told you the whole thing. But basically, I do kind of want to work. it's a bit weird. When we were in the UK, obviously I had a full-time job, so it's kind of weird going from being 9 to 5 every day, Monday to Friday. I worked in London, so I used to get the train to work. So my whole life was kind of like really busy because I used to go up to London and then work and stuff. So it was kind of weird going from that to not having a job. But it's nice being able not to work whilst we live here, because I get to experience Disney more if I want to, or I can pop to Disney, or if friends come I get to spend time with them. So there's like positives and negatives to it. I miss like having my own money, if that makes sense. Like, I know we're married and we've been together a really long time, but it's weird because when we lived at home our money was still together as such, but I felt like I had my own little spending pot of money, so I don't actually buy as much as I used to buy back home. Like, I always used to buy new clothes when we lived at home, whereas now, couldn't really tell you when I bought new clothes. Like, I might go out and buy like a $5 t-shirt or something, but I don't like go and order a shed load of stuff from Misguided or whatever like I used to do at home. So it's kind of weird. I do miss that, like having my own money, going out and spending it and not feeling guilty and things, but also it's nice that I'm not working, because if I want to go to Disney on a Wednesday lunchtime I can. So there's like positives and negatives to that. But if I did want to work, then the visa would be the EAD, which kind of goes alongside Lewis's visa. So there are lots of visas that you get to work out here. I think I've touched on it in another video. If I can remember what it is, I'll put a card up there somewhere. But there's lots of different visas that he could have, or well, he's obviously got the one relevant to his job and why he's out here, but there's loads of visas that I think you can be on, and different ones have different time limits that you're out here for, or you have to prove different things if you want certain visas. So then I think the wife or husband, whoever, not the one that's got the main working visa, has to apply for this EAD if they want to work here, and I'm pretty sure it's like near on 5,000 to apply for that. So yeah, no, I'm happy not working, especially as now I'm fully like into this social media stuff. Like, this to me is my job without getting paid. Like, social media at the moment feels like a job, I'm just not getting paid for it. So yeah, there you go. And the final question that I've got, I didn't get many questions purely because I asked at such short notice and I just kind of put it out, and I mentioned it in my video, the last one, which obviously didn't go up, so you wouldn't have known. So I quickly put it up on social media for like 2 days before I was going to do it, so maybe I haven't given everybody enough time, but hopefully I've answered enough questions and it's some kind of half decent video. But my last question is, what's your favourite thing to do in Orlando that you only discovered after you moved there? Go for brunch. That is the answer. I love brunch. Like, I love brunch. I used to go for, well, I feel like brunch when I lived in England, like I only kind of found out about it maybe a year before I moved out here. So my friend introduced me to the Botanist in London. If you haven't been or haven't heard of it, go. The Botanist in London in the city is amazing. They do bottomless brunch on Saturdays, and that kind of like set me off on this brunch bandwagon. But since we've moved here, because like when you're obviously here on holiday, you're on a restriction to be here for 2 weeks, to hit the parks, to eat the places you want to eat at that you go to all the time, to go to Universal. You know, you have your set things, whereas because we don't have that anymore, we have time to like explore more places. And now I'm obsessed with brunch. Like, I love going for brunch. Every weekend, if I could, I would go for brunch. I just love it. I love bottomless brunches. I love mimosas. I just love food. And I don't mean brunches in I want to just have pancakes. I want to like have unusual stuff, which for some reason around here, a lot of the brunches aren't American food, i.e. waffles, pancakes. They're like quirky, cool things. So the one we go to all the time, which I highly recommend to anybody if they're ever here, is Canvas in Lake Nona. The food is unreal. Like, it's so fresh. We sometimes go and you can't actually get a table, so you sit at the chef's table, which is kind of just like a raised bit bar area, and the chefs cook, and you watch them cook the food, and it's so fresh. Oh, I want to go now. Like, my mouth is watering thinking about the pork belly omelette thing. Oh my gosh. But their mimosas are amazing. It's bottomless for like mimosas for like $14. You can't go wrong with that, and they have all different flavours. It's just amazing. The food there is really good. There's a Mexican one that's opened in, I want to say Winter Park, and that looks really good. I've seen that online. There's a couple on Sand Lake. Obviously California Grill Brunch I do want to do, but I know it's like $80 a person, which is quite a lot of money. And yeah, I love brunch. That's one of the best things I think I've found since moving here. And going to the beach. Like, I didn't really appreciate the beaches from before we moved here, so that's another thing that we've found that we really enjoy, that we didn't never know. We knew there was beaches here, but when we was on holiday we never came. So that's another thing that I would say we've really enjoyed since moving here, is going to the beach and discovering different beaches and discovering new places, like Mount Dora, and I want to go to St. Augustine. So just discovering new places, whether that be Brunch, different places to go visit within Florida, or just the beach, like Treasure Island Beach is stunning. The sea is like a bath. There's Cocoa Beach, which we've been to. We love New Smyrna, that's like our main go-to beach. There's just so much good stuff in Orlando, and the majority of people only know about the theme parks, us included, because we only obviously went to the theme parks when we used to come here on holiday. But there's like so much fun stuff here to do, and I'm so glad that this is why we have this channel, that we get to share new places with people and show places that you may not have ever considered going to or knew even existed. So that is the whole point of our channel, and if that encourages one of you guys to go to one of these places, then I feel like we've done something good. So yeah, anyway. That's the end of today's Q&A. Thank you so much for sending me your questions, and I will do another one maybe next month. I might do like a Q&A once a month, or maybe once every other month, but I'll give you guys a bit more notice if I do, because then you can like send me more questions in, and I won't leave longer answers, which I was doing mainly to make it a more exciting video for you all. I feel like there might be a spider on the floor. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe down below if you aren't already, and leave me some suggestions down below of some videos you want me to do in 2019. Do you want me to do more Q&As? Do you want me to do challenge videos? Is there anywhere you want me to visit? It can be food, drinks, anywhere, places that you want me to visit that you're considering going to when you come here on holiday, and you want like to see what it looks like before you go. So leave me some video ideas down below, and I'll have a look at them and like try and do some of them, because I feel like your suggestions will make better videos, because I know that's what you all want to watch. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!